This is an unusual and unprecedented part two of the daily lesson. Just a quick follow-up, and I didn't connect the dots. When I was talking about Sputnik, Sputnik was the satellite in 1957 that inspired all of this learning and technology, and it basically motivated the United States to get going in the space race against the Soviet Union. Ultimately, this surge in academia and working towards building better rocketry and towards developing advanced space race systems, the development of NASA, led to the Apollo 11 landing in 1969, just before the end of the decade. JFK, in his Rice University speech earlier in the decade, had said, we choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade, in his Bostonian accent, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. And that was a clarion call to scientists and academics and government workers everywhere, and for that matter, the U.S. population. And it was almost like a national call to action. And ultimately, Apollo 11 landed on the moon successfully. Neil Armstrong, first footstep on the moon. And then a year later was when the Apollo 13 successful failure, as I'm calling it, happened. And it was the knowledge and know-how that was gained along the way that allowed for a successful return to Earth for Lovell, Swaggart, and Hayes. And so anyhow, just wanted to connect the dots. And so it was this, bookended historical events that I want to liken this to. The Sputnik inspiration to get us motivated, and then the Apollo 13 mission, which got those men successfully and safely back to Earth. And so those are the two historical events I'd like to compare this to, and hopefully we have our Apollo 13 and Sputnik moment as a country and as a world. Signing off, Brad Anderson, part two, unprecedented. Good day to you all.